What is up, guys? I'm back. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we started working on the Blue 240. I have a lot of stuff to show you for this car. And specifically today, I don't really have anything crazy to work on. A lot of big updates coming. Really, that's what it is. I'm going to try not to talk too much more than just actually show you what's going on with the car. But as of right now, the car is so close to being able to be legally driven on the road. Like, ridiculously close, and I'll get into that a little bit more. But for now, I'm trying to get things prepared so when it is able to be driven, it's safe, it's ready to go. So I bought a couple things. I have a razor blade. I have this this awesome spray. I have really bad tint in the back. If you haven't seen it in the pictures and videos, it's like crusty, falling apart, and I can barely see out of my rear windshield when I'm driving around just the neighborhood. So I can't imagine at night or anything like that. So we're going to try to take that off today, clean up the interior. I have a couple little bits and pieces I want to try to put on, clean up before I get it ready for the road. And then I'm going to show you all the cool stuff that we've done so far. And I think that's going to be mostly it for this video. It's more of an update. I'm going to try to keep you guys updated as much as I can. And like I said, I'm going to try not to talk as much. I'm just going to have to show you. So we'll jump right into that, and I'll let you guys know where we're going and what we got next for this thing. So the first thing that I got for you guys as far as an update goes on this car, you may not think it's a big deal. I think it's a big deal. I got a sweet dash carpet, the mat cover. Dude, I'm really digging it. It's by Dash Mat. I can have a link in the description. They had a really good promo going on where I got like 20% off. And I believe I only walked out the door paying like $50 for this, so it was a really good deal. These are I bought some wiper fluid, cheap wiper fluid, and a spray bottle and things like that. I've been working on the car slowly, but yeah. Another really big thing that I did to this car that I know I made a couple small videos about, like talking about, and I've seen on my story, but these right here. Oops, let me get that. Those are your tie rods. I have the, they're brand new ISR tie rods. I have the brand new shift boots here. I have the ends as well. Both sides, they completely rebuilt them for me. It's 100% aligned now. There was a really bad, I talked about it in one of my videos, there's a really bad kink in this one. It was literally like an L bend almost. And the guys at J. Cervantes actually straightened it out, but I ended up getting a new one because I didn't want to deal with all that. So I got all that squared away. They put them on for me, got it fully aligned, a full four-wheel alignment, and this thing actually is super nice. And the very last update, I think the last update I have for this car is the last time you guys saw me in the car, it wasn't running. And I told you that I messed with it, the timing, as well as the there was a massive fuel leak and things like that. So I had a feeling something went wrong. I got that completely fixed. It was a huge issue, actually 100% not my fault, which, you know, always is good to hear, but it sucks because it's going to cost me money. But diving into it, took off this timing cover, took off the valve cover, everything, and you look, and the idler sprocket, I'll see if I can throw a picture up. The idler sprocket is the main gear that drives both parts of the timing chain, the top, like the cams part, and the actual bottom part, like where your crank is at. So that's the one that sits in the middle and holds both sides up. So when I pulled it off, it was literally, I could do this with my finger, I could wiggle it. And then the bolt was just free spinning. So I figured that the actual bolt, the idler sprocket bolt, it's like that long, was completely stripped off in the head. So I ended up taking it to a shop, the shop that did all the work on it, by the way, and they took it off, told me that, oh yeah, that's true, it's stripped into the head. We're either gonna have to get you a brand new head, or we're gonna have to try to retap it, which is gonna be like a 50%, you know, chance of it working. So then I'm like, okay, just do it, because they ruined it, so I thought they were gonna pay for it. So it looks like it was over torqued, like they just over torqued it and didn't really do anything with it. So basically what they did was they re-tapped it,
put it all back together. I had a whole brand new timing chain kit put on it after I've already put a brand new one with less than 50 miles on it. So it was a brand new timing chain. They've done everything. They cleaned the engine bay for me because they messed up so bad. And dude, it runs great now. Yeah! After all that, after spending all that money, I had to spend a crap ton of money for them to do that, even though it was their mistake. It runs great. I love it. I'll have a clip of me starting it and stuff, but combined with all the parts I put on it so far, this thing is gonna be a beast, man. All right, I said I'd start it, so I want you guys to hear it after the setup. You're gonna hear my exhaust rattling in the back. I think I blew part of my muffler out, so it's like rattling around in there, which is totally fine, but you're gonna hear that. Usually it rattles for a lot more because of that muffler, but check this out. I already drove it, so that's why the temp is like that. But look at that idle, man. Perfect. Sounds good, sounds healthy. Believe it or not, after the whole timing thing was fixed, the car is actually quieter. It's not, by all means, it's not quiet, but it's quieter than it was. I'm not having a lot of downshift pops, which is nice for when there's cops around. It obviously sounds cool, but I believe it was misfiring so bad that that like basically it was literally misfiring so bad because it was off timing. I must have been just by at least one link because it would still start and things like that, but it was off timing so bad that it was just misfiring every time I was driving it or anything like that. But now I can't really feel a misfire, can't hear a misfire, so I think that's what it was, and I'm glad to say that I don't really have that issue anymore. So yeah. And for those of you wondering, if you can see it, it's a little bit easier to look at like that. This is my tint that I'm talking about, all the adhesive and the tint that's sticking on there. I'll try to get that off. And then the back quarter glass is, as you can see, bubbly and like a weird purplish color or blue. I don't know, I'm colorblind. So we're gonna do that. I actually bought this, there it is right there. I bought the spray. It is called Awesome. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's literally at the 99-cent store. I paid 99 cents for this. And then I bought a spray bottle from them because it didn't come with a sprayer. And then I went to Lowe's, and I got a scraper, or just a razor blade scraper. So we're going to try to do that. I know that's not really something you guys want to watch do. You can see anybody take tint off. It's not satisfying, especially this. So I'm going to try to get to that, let you guys know what happens afterward.
3 days later.
What's up, guys? It's actually a couple days later from when I filmed the previous video about the tint. I spent like 4 hours doing the tint. I peeled it all off, and I'll make sure to get some clips of it. You guys can probably see way better out my rear window, but all the tint's off. I cleaned all the windows, but today's kind of weird because I didn't expect it to be happening. So I didn't expect this video to have anything exciting in it. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that in a few minutes here I'm gonna have something exciting for you guys. So I'm gonna start off by saying I'm gonna take this car for a drive. I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but I'm gonna take this car for a drive. Gotta go to a little bit of a special place. So I'll see you guys when we get there, and then I'll let you know what's gonna happen if it happens. So peace. What is up, guys? So I made it. The place I was going to was AAA, or the DMV, or some people, you know, they don't have AAA, but I'm at AAA. I just left. I have awesome news. This is probably one of the biggest things I've ever done for this car. We are no longer Posa fan or whatever bullshit was on my plates before. We officially are registered. We're street legal now. So I can drive this car wherever. I mean, obviously permitted, it'll take me there, but it's legal now. I paid all the fees. I got it smogged. I got everything done. I have brand new plates. I have tags. They're on the car already. Obviously, I'm not going to show you because that's you know, for privacy reasons. The only reason I showed you the previous ones is because I knew they weren't going to be mine. So yeah, dude, I am so excited. I get to drive it. I'm driving it to my brother's house right now. We have a crazy surprise coming up too. It won't be in this video, but I have a crazy surprise coming up for that as well. But I'm headed over there now. I'm gonna enjoy it, enjoy not having to look over my back. My check engine just came on, so wish me luck. So I will see you guys when I get there. What's up, guys? It's actually a couple days later. I'm sorry this video is all over the place, but I've been really busy with work and school, but I'm also I'm really enjoying this thing. So last time you guys heard from me, I had just gotten this thing registered. I got my plates and everything, fully street legal. It's been probably about a week since then. I've driven it around actually a lot, but I thought I'd give you guys some clips of how it runs and drives and how I'm, you know, taking it. I've been on the freeway. I'm going to go on the freeway right now. So I figured I'd give you a couple clips of that. So let's get driving. I just got on the street right now. It's a little loud for, I don't know if you guys can pick it up. But we're gonna get ready to go on the freeway right now. I'm actually headed home. So I just thought I'd give you guys a couple clips of how it sounds going on the freeway, driving normally, how it feels, how I feel. So far, just an honest overview. I honestly just, it still really hasn't hit me yet, because I've taken this car to work and things like that, just to try to like make myself kind of realize like, oh, you know, I did it. And I'm not done by any means. I'm not done. I have so much more work to do on this car. I'm actually probably going to do work on this car today. It'll probably never be complete, which is the fun part about it, because I just really enjoy working on this car, and it really goes to show that when I finally am able to drive it, like, it makes me that much happier, that I know that all the issues that I could do, that I could physically do, or even if the ones that I thought I couldn't, I went out and I did them, and the car runs awesome. It's crazy to think that I could drive it, you know, on the freeway in general. Like, you know, 6 or 7 months ago, this thing was sitting there looking like a piece of crap, and you know, I took the time and the effort, the money, all to do that, and in no way did I think I'd be where I am right now yet, and it's really, really exciting. So enough ranting. I'm at a stoplight, so I'll let you know when we're back. It's a little hard to one-hand this car because of the power steering and the fact that everything is pretty loose still, and I need to get some suspension. But other than that, I mean, it's still fun to cruise in. I'm still learning how to drive it the right way, but here's getting on the freeway. Right now, so the noise level is pretty good, but typically the drone, after, you know, I'm accelerating in 5th gear after like 2,500, it's not rough, but it's not amazing either. It's not something I want to do for like 3 hours, but it's still fun. I get a lot of looks on the freeway, a lot of people waving at me and stuff. I've had a lot of people just talk to me about the car, because I mean, you don't really see, not that my car is completely stock, but you don't really see one looking like that, somewhat stock anymore. You see a lot of beat to crap ones, things like that. So when they see something like this, it's surprising, but at the same time, it's like, oh, whatever. You know, for me, it's cool. I want to mod it. I want to do things to it, but it's fun to talk to people about it because they get excited. They get just as excited as I do.
So I made it back home, parked the car. That's pretty much where I'm gonna wrap this video up, but I do have one more important thing to do, and if anybody was paying attention early on in the series, you'll know what I'm talking about, and it's this right here. I've been leaving this sticker on here because obviously whoever had this before me must have either worked in hospice or whatever, but I left it there because the car, I felt like, was on hospice. So I didn't want to take it off until I knew that the car was running at least enough to where I could drive it around, and I think we've exceeded that. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this. It's been a long time coming for this sticker, and it's no longer on hospice. So appreciate you guys sticking around. I hope you guys like my wheel, by the way. I hope you guys like, subscribe, comment on the videos. There should be a lot more content coming for this car. I got a bunch of parts waiting in the garage to be put on. I just need to have time to do it. A couple interior bits that I'm going to throw in as well. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will hit you guys up later. Peace.